Welcome to the second lesson of Basic English Grammar regarding noun from Learn English Easily YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing well, and I also hope that you guys remember what we studied in the first lesson. So in the first lesson, we defined noun. We also talked about two kinds of nouns, common and proper nouns. Today, we're going to study further about the types of nouns. We're going to discuss two important kinds of nouns, namely countable and uncountable. They are very important in English language grammar. You'll need them in speaking, writing, reading, everywhere. So I request you to pay more attention and focus better so that you should get it better. It's quite easy. It's quite easy thing, but just needs a little bit of focus. Okay. So the first one, which is actually third one because we already discussed two kinds in the previous lesson. So number 3, we have countable noun. Now, count, I'm sure you know the meaning. So able, you know the meaning, but as a suffix. Countable, able as suffix means that noun, so that adjective has that ability. So count is a verb. When we say able, means it has the ability to be counted. Means we can count it. The same case, for example, if we get the example of changeable. For example, you go to a shop, you want to buy something, you are not quite sure about maybe the color, maybe about the quality or anything. So the shopkeeper tells you that it is changeable. It means if you did not like it because of any issue, you can change it. It can be changed. It has the ability to be changed. Same case is here. So able is a suffix, which means that we can count it. Examples of that, one example is a book. It's one book. Another one, books. So if you focus on these two examples, a book and books, one is singular, a book, one book, another one is books, many books. Books is plural, it's more than one. So it means countable nouns can be singular and they can be plural, singular and plural. So that's why we have another topic to discuss, which we will discuss later on in future videos. That is something called pluralization. It means changing a singular noun to a plural one. Pluralization. So pluralization belongs to countable noun because countable nouns can be singular and plural. Now, the next thing we have to discuss about is some adjectives of quantity, quantitative adjectives. The question is, if I have, for example, books, chairs, friends, cars, trees, how should I say that? How much or how many is that? How should I say the quantity of that? So two words that can help us a lot in this regard are a few and many. We use a few when it is less, and we use many when it is more, a lot. Let's have examples. For a few, I have the example, I have a few apricots. Apricots is a kind of fruit. So, I have a few apricots. Means I don't have a lot of it. It is less. Second example about a lot, about many. They have many tulips. Tulips is a kind of flower which usually blooms in the spring. They have many tulips. Now, the question might be this: when can we say it is a few? When can I say that it is many? Means how many should it be that it should be a few, and how many should be that we consider it many? Well, to be honest, actually, we don't have any fixed rule for that, but we have one criterion that I think can help you in a lot of cases, in most of the cases. That criterion is your need. Need, how much you need. If it is less than your need, so it is a few. If it is more than your need, then it is many. Let's have an example. I am alone. I want to write something. So I need a pen. Yes, one pen is enough. But I have 3 pens. I am one person, I want to write, and I have 3 pens. So what do I say? I say I have many pens, because I need 1 and I have 3. So it is more than my need. I say I have many pens. On the other hand, if there are 10 people and we have 3 pens, number of pens is still same. There are 3. But now we have become how many people? 10 people. And we all want to write. Now what do I say? I say that we have a few pens. In the first example and second example, in both examples, numbers of pen remained same, 3. But in the first example, I was alone. I needed 1 pen, I had 3, so it was many. In the second example, we had 3 pens, but we were 10 people. We had only 3 pens, so we had a few pens. I hope that this is clear, and this is a very good rule. It can help you in most of the cases. Now let's get to this, the fourth kind of noun, which is the second of this video. It's about uncountable. This un is a prefix which makes negative. So uncountable means we cannot count. We cannot count them. So uncountable nouns are the nouns that cannot be counted. We cannot count them. Either they are naturally uncountable, is really uncountable, like beauty, like intelligence, these kind of things, or we grammatically consider them uncountable, like rice, like sugar. It's not like rice naturally is uncountable, but we consider that uncountable. So uncountable nouns, they are either naturally uncountable or grammatically uncountable. Examples of that: news. News in English language is uncountable. Sugar is also uncountable. The same case as we wanted to talk about the number or the quantity, we had a few and many for countable. For uncountable, we have a little and much. A little is like a few when it is less, and much is like many when it is a lot. But they are used with uncountable nouns. Example for a little. We have a little information. Information is again uncountable. So we have a little information. We want to do something, we want to make a decision, but we need information, and unfortunately We don't have that much information. So what do I say? We have a little information. Means we have less information than that much that we need. Example 4, much. You have much luggage. Luggage, the things that you take when you are traveling somewhere. And grammatically that is uncountable. So you have much luggage. So your luggage is a lot, more than normally more than how much a person normally needs. For example, one person is traveling somewhere for 2 days, a business trip. That person has taken 6 suitcases. So when someone sees us, say, you have much luggage. No? So that is a lot. When it is less, we say a few. When it is a lot, we say much. Okay. So for countable, we have a few. For uncountable, we have a little, and they are less. For countable, we have many. For uncountable, we have much, when they are a lot, more than what we need. Now, you might have this question that, is it possible to use any adjective of quantity that can be used with both? Maybe because you want to make it simpler, or maybe because you don't know that noun is countable or uncountable. It happens a lot of the times that we don't know either it is countable or uncountable. It happens a lot. Yes, we do have. What are those 2 words? Some and any. We can use these 2 words with both countable and uncountable now. So you don't have to worry about either it is countable or uncountable. You can use them with both of them. But remember one thing, that we use some in positive sentences, positive, and we use any in negative sentences, not negative sentences. And in questions, in interrogative sentences, when you want to ask something, you can use both, though it is better to use any. You can use both of them, but any is better. Let's have some examples. I have, so it is a positive sentence. Positive sentence we use some. I have some. I have some cups. Cups, it is countable. I have used what? Some. I can also say I have some tea. Now, tea is uncountable, but again, I'm using what? Some. So I can use some with both countable and uncountable nouns. Positive sentence. The second sentence that we have is interrogative or question. The sentence is, do you have some, or do you have any? Any is better. Try to use any in questions, but if you want, you can go with some as well, not a big deal. Do you have some, or do you have any cups? Do you have some cups? Do you have any cups? Countable. Do you have some tea? Do you have any tea? Uncountable. So we can use some and any with both countable and uncountable. Negative sentence, the last one that I have got for you. In negative, we can only use what? Any. I cannot use some in negative sentence. The same case, I cannot use any in positive. So in negative sentence, we only use any. Example, they do not have any cups. They do not have any cups. Cups, countable now. They do not have any tea. Tea, uncountable now. So I can use any with both countable and uncountable nouns. Okay, let's review briefly. In this lesson, we talked about 2 kinds of nouns. Countable, that we can count. We can say 1, 2, 3, like 1 pen, 2 pens, 3 pens, 1 tree, 2 trees, 3 trees. On the other hand, we have uncountable, which I cannot count. I cannot say 1, 2. For example, I cannot say 1 rice, 2 rices. I cannot say 1 water, 2 waters. It's not possible. We talked about some adjectives of quantity. For countable, we got a few and many. For uncountable, we got a little and much. And we also got two other adjectives of quantity that can be used with both, some and any. Some positive, any negative. And in interrogative, we can use both, though any is better. That's it. One keynote that is important to remember it is that we have a lot of nouns that are both countable and uncountable. Yes, they are both countable and uncountable. Most of them with same meaning. Some of them, the meaning differs. Means when they're countable, they have one meaning, and when they're uncountable, they have another meaning. So we have that as well. That's it for today. I hope this was easy and useful. If you had anything to ask, if you had any suggestion, anything, feel free to comment. Have a good time.